Welcome back to VFL Tier 2 Season 5. We are here for round number 9 here at Monza. These are the current championship standings. As you can see, we've got a pretty decent lead out in front. If you're wondering where last week's video was, basically I crashed out round turn 1. I can't remember whose fault it was, it might even been my own. But yeah, didn't have any footage of it because I rage quit. So anyway, this is our race back. We need to bounce back. Luckily, our championship points is still as strong as it was because the driver in second also crashed out or did DNF'd for some reason, I'm not sure of. So here is our best qualifying run of the session. It was a difficult start to qualifying, as you would have seen. So we crossed the line. We crossed the line in second, but after all the laps are done, we're third. This is a sprint race weekend as well, so we are going to have a sprint race. Last time we had a sprint race, it didn't go too well for us. Maybe you can count if you did watch that video back in Spain. So lining up third on the grid, it's not the end of the world, and luckily we've got a chance to get ourselves on the front row for the main race, which is obviously what we want to do. So 5 red lights and away we go. And we've had a pretty decent start, much better start than the Alpine in front of us, and we are already up into second, way clear of all the cars coming up behind us. So we're going to slot into second behind Ghosty, who has been on absolute fire recently. Won his first league race, or his first race of the VFL season, last time out in Australia. So definitely we're going to have to be cautious of him. We've always been cautious of him this whole season because he has been very quick. Coming towards the end of lap 1, virtual safety car deployed, almost losing it around Ascari, but you know, not quite. And virtual safety car ended and actually catches us out quite a bit there. If you look at the mini-map, F1 onboards has caught up quite a bit, and I had to use a bit more of my ERS than I wanted to, just so I can keep second place, and that really allowed Ghosty just to kind of get away. So on lap 7, over 2 seconds down, I just had no answer for this pace at all. There's nothing I could have done to keep up with Ghosty. He was just in another league in this race. So coming around the last corner, around the Parabolica on lap number 9. You know, they did rename that corner, didn't they? I'm sure they did. But anyway, crossed the line, in P2 for the sprint race. I would have liked the win, but it's not the end of the world. It is a sprint race, obviously less points, and we're still outscoring the guy in second. But the guy in second soon will be Ghosty after this race is done. So we still extend our championship lead though. So lining up onto second on the grid. Excuse me, I really want to win this one. So 5 red lights and away we go. We're looking for another good start. We've had a decent start, but Ghosty has had an even better start. So we're just going to have to slot into second and try to survive this first corner, which we don't. We've been nudged from behind. We're into the barrier. We get hit in the side, and there's absolute carnage. Look at the replay. Cars are everywhere, and it's been an absolute awful Monza turn 1. You know, I thought this was going to happen, it has. I think Ghosty, yeah, there he is. He's also been crashed out of the lead, so I'm not sure what happened to him, because obviously he was in front and he kind of avoided that. We've had an illegal overtake now on Jonathan, so we need to let him back pass. So yeah, it's been a crazy start, not a start we want. We're already down to 8th place, so this is going to be one of those races now. We just damage limitation. We need to hope that Ghosty just doesn't make the progress that he has been, and hopefully we can catch up to him soon enough. We got past Jonathan now. I think he got hit into the second chicane. We need to get past Super Adrian now, so we're going to go alongside him using our ERS and back up into 6th. So we're into 6th place already, but got a lot of catching up to do if we want to score some decent points in this race. So one thing I really did struggle with in this race was the setup I was wearing. It was more for the straight lines, and obviously it's going to compromise you through the corners, but I was struggling so much getting the car turned in, and I was just going wide on most of the corners, especially around Ascari. I struggled a lot, lost a lot of pace around here, so this has definitely felt like one of my worst performances I've had of the season so far. As you can see though, on lap 2 we're in 5th, one of the drivers pit, and we're catching up to Socks, so going to get some Socks. What a terrible joke, just forget I made that one. Using ERS now, we're going to try getting up alongside, going into turn 1. He's lagging a bit, so I was a little bit cautious, a little bit scared that I was going to die, but luckily we did not. And there you go, up into 4th now, but as you can see, Ghosty has taken the lead, so that is not good for our current situation. We need to outscore as much as we can. I want the biggest possible gap that I can get. Virtual safety car deployed. I thought it was a full safety car. I almost pit, but luckily not. On lap 5, we've caught up to 3rd now, so we've got F1 on boards. He's having quite a good weekend actually around this track. He seems to suit him quite well. So we're going to have our ERS, we're going to have DRS as well. I think he also has DRS, as he is not too far behind MJG up in 2nd. And just keep an eye, look at him just in front, he just locks up, so fair play to you for turning ABS off. I can't really say the same, and I'm not going to make any comments on that, but yeah, that's another place gain for us. So we're up into the podium places now. There's nice easy pickings for us. And a couple of laps later, right on the back of MJG, and I know MJG is a really good driver. I know he really wants to do well, so I was just trying to be a little bit more cautious when overtaking. Going up into the first Lesmo, just trying to put him offline a bit, just scare him into a mistake, but you know, he doesn't fall for that. And we're going to have, obviously we're going to have DRS now, trying to get past him, but I actually didn't really want to get past you. I thought I'm going to stay behind and maybe get the DRS along the main straight. So as you can see, we've got DRS closed now. I'm just going to back out of it there into Ascara. You can see Ghosty's got 5 seconds in front, and judging by his pace in the sprint race, I know that my race is not going to be with him this week. And look at that DRS, just huge straight line speed, obviously, alongside MJG, straight up past him into the braking zone. Nice and easy done. Trying to get it stopped. I struggled to get the car stopped quite a lot in that first corner, that first chicane. But we're up into 2nd, so we've got the move done, and now we need to try to catch Ghosty up ahead, but it's not going to be very easy. But actually, we've actually been closing on him just a little bit in the last few laps, down to 3.8 seconds. And I think he's had some kind of incident with the laps car, the lap Tarosso, the AlphaTauri, not Tarosso. Jesus, you can tell how old I am. And there is, and actually our lead gap has been brought down to 1.5 seconds, so it's been hugely cut in half from whatever happened there when he was trying to lap that car. Ghosty comes into the pits. We were scheduled to pit, but I thought let's do the opposite and see if we can get the overcut. It is going to be a tall order though. We have got a 3-second time penalty as well, so that doesn't help. So even if we did pass him, we still need to pull out a 3-second gap, and we're already halfway through the race. And as you can see, Ghosty, there he goes, and I think the gap's going to be just around the same, but obviously we've got to bring these hard tyres up to temperature, which is something that he has already done, so we're going to lose probably a little bit more time than wanted to. And lapping the same car again this time. Check out this, he parks it on the apex, spins the back wheels, and just kind of drives into us. So that was a really close call. I really thought we were going to be crashed out then. I thought that was it. I thought we were going to get damaged, but luckily we escaped anything. And that's the same driver again in the wall, so I don't know what's happening there, but it seems he's been involved in multiple incidents throughout this race. And yeah, really lucky to avoid that, really lucky. Another 3-second time penalty for track extenders. We've got 6 seconds now, and I think this win is just out of the question at this point. We've got F1 on boards behind, he's on the mediums, he's absolutely flying, he's within 6 seconds, so we're going to finish, well at the moment it would be 3rd, but we've actually caught onto the back of Ghosty again. It's 1.4 seconds now, and we've just been hammering away at that lead. I'm really not sure why we were closing so much. I mean, we've only got 4% ERS left as well. I've been absolutely on the button every single lap, and on lap 24, going on to 25, it's actually under a second. I mean, I know that if I overtake him, to pull out a 6-second gap is going to be nigh on impossible at this point, especially with my pace, but I thought, well, I at least kind of want to win the race on track if I can, even if I don't get it. It would be nice to some sort of to come away with something from this race, because it has just been absolutely terrible for my standards anyway, I believe. So coming into turn 1, getting really close. You can see he's actually being a bit defensive on the main straight, and we're just not close enough. But we are really close now, coming on to the last lap. But again, F1 on boards is getting forever closer. Not close enough, but close enough to get ahead of us when the penalty is applied. So this is the last lap of the race. I want to go for it. I want to get the win on track. So let's go for it. Using DRS now. ERS, all the ERS, we've got 2% left. Going up into turn 1, no place to go for it there. And he's just being very, very defensive, as he should be. And we're just looking for any kind of gap we can get. I'm obviously going to be a little bit more careful than what I usually would be here. But I'm just looking for anything, just trying to put him offline, trying to scare him into a mistake if I can. That's basically what I was doing, just hoping that he would kind of feel the pressure. I'm going to use ERS now, try to go up the inside, just to try to put him offline like I did earlier. That hasn't worked. I've lost a bit of time now, and now I'm kind of kicking myself, and I know that this DRS zone here is my last chance to get into the lead. So we're going to use DRS. We're going to use DRS. We're going to try to get Ghosty. He's going to go park it to the inside, trying to block us, and we've got the move done relatively easy. And this is where things really take a twist. Look at the mini-map. Ghosty has actually ran out of fuel. He's run out of fuel in the last sector of the race, and we might even get this win because F1 Onboards has also got a 3-second time penalty. So from being third for the whole of that lap into the last sector, we're actually going to win this race out of nowhere. I can't believe what has happened. I could not believe that we have won this race. That was from that absolute huge crash in turn 1 to standing on the top step of the podium. I do not know. Yeah, that was it's crazy, absolutely crazy. We should not have won that, but wow. Yeah, I guess it's true what they say. It's not over until it's over. Yeah, I couldn't believe my luck last night. By far my luckiest win. I'm not going to deny that, and I definitely know that I wasn't the quickest driver this weekend. But yeah, really, that's exactly what we needed. We're going to extend the points gap, and yeah, only 5 races to go. So championship is still on. It really is still on. I will not be racing next weekend, as I have a life. So yeah, I won't be racing next weekend. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. This race was absolutely crazy and quite stressful. But yeah, give it a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.